The Warriors season obviously has not gone as planned, and nobody truly expected this kind of to happen here. Now, the Golden State Warriors obviously were eliminated last season by the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA playoffs, but this season they have not had the season that anyone was looking for. Steph Curry's been doing fine, everything, but the thing is, though, we've had the issues with Draymond Green. Chris Paul has been out for a lot of the season so far, and honestly, we don't need to go into too much topic about Klay Thompson, what's been going on with him and the Warriors this year. But either way, this Warriors season has been downright disappointing for all Warriors fans, and I do agree that everything is better in the playoffs when Steph Curry is playing. You know, it's so exciting. You know, that Warriors-Lakers game, that was probably about a week ago now. That was so exciting to watch. Great game, probably the best game of the season so far, and hopefully things continue to make them go in the right direction, but you never know. So either way, regardless of what happens in real life, if they make a trade or not, that's not what's going to be happening today, because as you can see by today's video title and what you're looking at on screen right now, I decided to put Kevin Durant on today's Golden State Warriors roster to save their season. Yes, I put KD, of course, who was on the Golden State Warriors for several years. They won a couple rings together. I'm putting him back on this Golden State Warriors roster, and hopefully he's the missing piece to lead them back towards winning the NBA championship this year. So if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video, and let's get started. So obviously, let's show you guys the rotation first. Before we kick into things, I want to show you the rotation and how the minutes are lining up. So we got Steph Curry at the 1, Klay Thompson at the 2, Kevin Durant at the 3, Draymond Green at the 4, and Kevon Looney at the 5. We're going to have Chris Paul off the bench along with Jonathan Kuminga, Dario Saric, and Trace Jackson Davis. Although it might be better if I put Podziemski in, but I have no say in this. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Injuries probably will happen. Either way, hopefully things go well for this Golden State Warriors roster. I'm catching up with you guys at the All-Star break, and hopefully things are a lot better by putting Kevin Durant on this team. I'll see you guys shortly. So we're here at the trade deadline. Of course, we ended up with both Kevin Durant and Steph Curry on the roster. Kevin Durant's still on the Suns, like in this too, because I want to make things realistic. So yeah, but we end up with both KD and Curry on the roster, so it's good to have that back on the squad. And at this current point in the season, we're currently 36-14 on the year. We got a 2.5 game lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves for the first seed out in the Western Conference, so that's great. For us, we're 28 at home, 16-6 on the road, 122 points a game, 53 rebounds. Things are looking up for this Golden State Warriors roster, and obviously, well, because they're obviously not first in real life, and you put Kevin Durant back on this roster, saying we're a first seed. So you never know what's going to happen in 2K or in real life. You never know. Either way, I catch up with you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully we can continue our success. I'll see you guys shortly with all the awards and the statistics for the season with KD back in the Warriors. And at the end of the season, we got Luka Doncic as your MVP. Victor Wembanyama is your Rookie of the Year this year. We got Cam Thomas, six-man shout. Cam Thomas. Giannis is your Defensive Player of the Year. And we got Jalen Johnson as your Most Improved Player. We did go 62-20. I'll get into that shortly. And at this point in the season, no All-NBA first team for our players, or second team too. That's pretty interesting. Or third team. Wow. But I'm kind of shocked by that, considering we were the first seed, as you can see right there. Either way, let's check all the stats on the year. And at this point in the season, Steph Curry led the way in scoring for us. He averaged 29 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists a game. KD was next. He had 27, 6, and 3 on the year. Shout out KD. Klay Thompson averaged 16 points a game for us. We had Kuminga with 13. Chris Paul had 9 points and 8 assists. Saric also had 8 points a game off the bench. Draymond with 8, 6, and 7. That's great Draymond line. Looney averaged 12 rebounds a game, I should say. Wow. And Podziemski with 5 points a game off the bench. And at the end of the season, as of course you saw before, we went 62-20 on the year, so we were doing absolutely incredible as we were the first seed out in the Western Conference. So we had a 12-game lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves for the first seed out in the Western Conference. We went 32-10 at home, 30-10 on the road. We actually ended with an 8-game winning streak to end the year. So obviously, you're going right into the playoffs with all the momentum and everything. I saw that like some kind of debate. So it was like, if you have no momentum, right, that's not a factor in playoffs. Or George Kittle was going on about that today. I'm like, that's definitely a factor. Also, George Kittle looked like this big dude and everything. Steph Curry looked so small on the court and everything. You saw them hugging. They're like the exact same height. Anyways, getting off topic. So let's go into the playoffs here. Let's simulate the playing game. So we're going to take on the Los Angeles Clippers here in the first round of playoffs. So we're going to take on the Los Angeles Clippers here in the first round of the playoffs. I'll just simulate this series here. Let's see how things go. And obviously, first game there, 130-117 win. KD drops 46 points, Curry drops 34 in that one. Obviously, that's going to be the big duo right there. If they don't play well, we won't win. Curry only scores 14 in that one, though, but we get 34 from Klay, so he gets going crazy, and KD had 41 as well. Paul George had 28, but Kevin Durant's been absolutely carrying us this series. Oh my God, as we sweep the Clippers in the first round of the playoffs, taking on now the defending champion. Let's see if they got the same squad first and foremost. And yeah, yes they do. Sometimes on like 2K they put they get like some other players on there. But we end up losing game 1 though. KD almost with a triple double, but it's too much. Jokic didn't even have that many points in that one. We also lose game 2 though. KD with 34, but it looks like it's too much. Obviously that Jokic matchup against Looney is obviously not going to go very, very well for us, like at all. We'll see if we can come back in game 3. We do. Curry and KD lead the way in scoring for us. It's now 2-1. It's 2-2. We're right back in it. Jokic with a triple-double, but look at the scoring out there. Draymond 1 rebound short from a triple-double himself. We end up losing, though, in game 3, or in game 6, I should say, or game 5. Oh, my God, 131-94. Not good. Jokic almost with the, that's an insane stat line. And in game number 6, we end up losing. The Golden State Warriors have been eliminated from the NBA playoffs. So, yeah, that is definitely not what you expect. Let's simulate the rest of the season here. And it's going to be the Hawks taking on the Mavericks in the finals with Trae Young as your finals MVP, averaging 36 points and 12 assists a game. So even though I did put Kevin Durant back on today's Golden State Warriors roster, they did go first seed out in the Western Conference with a 62-20 record. However, the main goal, winning an NBA championship, did not go well because we ended up losing in the second round to the Denver Nuggets. We lost now in the second round for 2 straight seasons. So it looks like it's still a failure in my eyes, although you could still see it as a success too, considering where the Warriors are, and they might not even be making the playoffs this year. So who knows? Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you want me to do this with any of your players and put them on like today's teams and all that, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. If not, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.